Hey Libras, this is Perigaea Tarot. I'm here for your love reading today. Today I'm going to be asking the universe, what is coming up for you in love? What is your person thinking and feeling about you? What is any advice that you need from spirit? Please also remember that roles can be reversed as this is a general reading. If you guys are looking for a personal reading or for an astrology reading of any kind, just take a look at the description box, and all the information for that is down below. So thanks guys for liking and subscribing. So, universe, what is coming up for Libras in love? What is coming up for my Libras in love, universe? What advice do you have for Libras? Twice in the shuffle, guys, I saw the Two of Cups come up for you, so that's very, like, it's like shot out of the deck. So, universe, what is coming up for Libras in love? What is coming up for Libras in love? Oh. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh wow, I'm seeing a pretty clear narrative with this one. Okay. So, underneath the deck, we have the Lovers in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Gemini. So what I'm sensing here is a theme of the potential breakup of a relationship. I'm sensing that you definitely are feeling that ideal love, that it lies elsewhere beyond a commitment that you may already be in. I'm seeing here that the core energy here is someone thinking about the relationship that they're in, considering stability, home, all those things. So, but I feel as if this is someone feeling like the actual true bliss of love is lacking. Yeah, and this could be possibly causing fights. You could be fighting with your spouse or your significant other. There could also be some question as to whether or not you feel that you should fight for, that you should be, whether or not you should do something about it, whether or not you should ambitiously, fight for a change, essentially. Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing here that you feel as if the love is gone. You feel as if the true bond of lovers that exists at the core of our heart, in our soul, that is lacking, that it's broken. I'm sensing that you feel like it's a bit of a hollow relationship. Yeah, you are looking at the reality of that, and it makes you grieve, but you're still kind of considering what to do. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, this is, and I feel also that this is you looking at the reality of the fact that the relationship that you're in is taking away the sense of your victory, of your power, of your self-esteem, that it's not just about the love itself, it's making you not feel good about yourself to stay in a relationship, maybe just for the sake of appearances or something like that. Yeah, so this is you definitely wanting to step back into your power. I feel that you know that you deserve to be in a situation where you feel empowered, where you feel satisfied, despite any commitment you might have made to another person. I'm sensing that this could be a marriage too. It could even be a situation where there's children. Yeah, and so I definitely think, though, that you are in a place where you are hesitating to really speak about it, to communicate. Maybe because there have been fights in the past, or maybe because it's just a scary subject to broach. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that right in the middle there. Okay, So let's take a look at the reading here. So yeah, what I'm seeing off the bat is the subject of a relationship, of a stable home. I'm definitely sensing that this could be a situation where you're living with someone. And what's hovering, crossing it is the desire to get out of the situation. And for some reason, I really noticed these keys right here. Like it could be that you feel like ending this relationship is the key to something in your life. But I'm definitely sensing that this is you kind of stuck in a place where you're hesitating. Maybe this is someone you've been with for a long time and you very much associate them with your personal stability. When we've been in a relationship with someone, even for just a couple of years, we can be, especially if we have any issues from childhood, like attachment issues, that person can become our attachment source. And so leaving them can be something that can really rock and shake our stability as a person, not just the relationship. But this is you considering, and there could actually be, because of the keys that I saw, maybe there's an issue of like who would live where, and I'm definitely noticing the castle in the background here, like who would live where, if there are children involved, maybe, it's a situation of where would the kids live, where would the kids go, who would have custody, something like that is kind of what I'm picking up on. I just did a reading for Leo that had a strong sort of theme along this vein. So maybe check out that reading. Maybe check out the Leo reading. Yeah. So in your subconscious space, I'm definitely seeing an energy of someone who is hesitating. I would say that they're hesitating speaking about something. This feels like someone who is just, they're not being very communicative. They're keeping their emotions to themselves because they're just hesitant to communicate. And maybe in their space, they're trying to be nurturing, or maybe they're seeing the nurturing characteristics of their partner. Maybe they're seeing that, this person seems like they have not been damaged, but if I speak to them, that it will damage them. Maybe this is you considering that if I speak to my partner, their entire concept of life and love, will be greatly affected. So I would definitely say that this is you in the recent past thinking about moving on and moving into calmer waters, definitely wanting to move on and knowing, I'm sensing that this is an energy of someone knowing, truly and honestly knowing that they want personally, what they want is to move on from this relationship, but that they just are, the reason that they're hesitating is because of all of the the implications of breaking up the relationship. So so in the future energy here, I'm seeing you coming in from a place of maybe not complete indecision, but just of being at a crossroads and feeling maybe a little confused, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, because you're trying to decide between your own happiness and all these other implications that come along with this relationship, which I'm sensing could definitely be a long-term relationship, like a long-term commitment. And I feel like this is your person here coming in with, oh, remember all the good times, remember all the things we've been through together. But coming back to this Magician, I just feel as if inside of yourself that like me gaining freedom from this connection is the key to my up-leveling in life, to my up-leveling in spirit, to my up-leveling in terms of where I'm going in the long run. That if I stay in this relationship, that it would be stagnant, that I would remain stagnant. So it's a big choice on both sides, because it's almost like you're choosing between structure and traditionalism and what others expect of you, and versus your own freedom and your own happiness and your own satisfaction and your own spiritual transcendence and evolution. So yeah, in your hopes and fears, I think is both, is ending this commitment, not recommitting to this person, ending that commitment. But I think you're simultaneously fearful and hopeful, because you're just, you're teetering. So in the final outcome, we have you feeling anxious. Still, I would say considering things, but definitely feeling like you have a fire under you to do something. So let's dive in, Libra, and take a look at what else the universe has to say. So universe, what is this? What is this Four of Wands to the Hierophant in the reverse? What is this Four of Wands to the Hierophant in the reverse? One more shuffle. What is this Four of Wands to the Hierophant in the reverse? Yeah, this is you wanting to remove all commitment from this, but feeling very shy about bringing in that message. Universe, what is this Four of Wands to the Hierophant in the reverse? Yeah, you're definitely stuck in your head about this. I would say that it's possible that you haven't spoken to your person about this yet, that you're keeping it a secret and you're just thinking about it. But I definitely think that you are constant, I'd sense that they're in the real, that it's like, that this is what you want, but in the reality of it, you're feeling a bit like, oh my gosh, that sounds kind of terrifying. It's like the difference between thinking about doing something and the act of actually doing it is overwhelming. Universe, what is this Four of Wands to the Hierophant in the reverse? What is this Four of Wands to the Hierophant in the reverse? Yeah, but this is you looking to the future and definitely knowing what you want and wanting to be able to reach out and have those dreams that are on your own. I mean, the Three of Wands is a step down from the Four of Wands, but it's a place of freedom. It's a place of freedom of movement, of individuality, of being able to care for oneself and be able to make the choices that you want to make. I think there definitely is, a fear, not wanting anyone to be left out in the cold financially. And I think that that this would bring heartbreak, to your person, to your partner. But I think you definitely know that you want it all. You want to have that perfect life that you've envisioned for yourself. And I think you know what that looks like for you. Yeah, I think that's, you know the truth of what you really want. All right, universe, what is this Page of Swords in the reverse? What is this Page of Swords in the reverse? Okay, oh yeah. So I think that this is you certainly not, right now. You're not seizing the opportunity. You're waiting. You don't feel like now is the time to speak about this. For some reason or another, it's just not the right time. Maybe you've got a lot going on. Maybe there's, you've got work and, maybe you're juggling a lot right now and it just feels like too much of a burden to add to the stack of wands that you have to carry. But I think that you are thinking about this, considering it. You're looking at it like this new passion project, and you're excited about it. You want this new life, this new freedom for yourself. Yeah, you're thinking about, your new life, your new power. All right, universe, what is the Six of Swords? Ooh, in the recent past. Yeah, this is you coming to a place where I'd say that you've been thinking about it for a while and you were ready to take action, but now you're in a place where you're like, oh, I don't know. It just doesn't, you thought that you were ready to take action and say something, but I suspect that what it is that you're in a place where something came up or it just didn't feel quite right. Yeah, that I think you're stepping back for now. You're just letting it go for now. Universe, what is the Six of Swords in the recent past? What is the Six of Swords in the recent past? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is you not wanting to cause too much grief. I think that you're trying to handle your own emotions on this first, is almost what I sense. You're trying to feel your own emotions, handle your own emotions, so that when you do speak to your person and their emotions come up, that you actually have the resources that you need to handle their emotions, so that you don't end up dealing with your emotions, their emotions, anybody else who's involved, you know, all on top of that, and then become overwhelmed and unable to move or unable to think. I think this is you trying to be wise and strategic. But I also do think it's possible here that I think that you're trying to deal with your own shadows, with your own guilt and anything involved with leaving your partner behind before you even talk to them, so that you're ready to face it when it comes, so that you don't have to face the actual process of it all changing at the same time as facing all the emotions as well, is what I'm sensing. Universe, what is this Queen of Cups in the present, in the conscious mind? What is this Queen of Cups? Yeah, this is you maybe looking at this person and seeing their value, you know, and seeing that they seem happy and feeling like, oh gosh, the moment that this axe drops, it's just going to destroy them. And so you feel stuck. You feel like you're at this crossroads where you don't, you know, where you are at a stalemate kind of, because you know what you want, you know, and you know that you do want to go, but I think that you're just, you know, you're loath to disappoint this person. Yeah, it looks like you're just kind of biding time at the moment. You're just kind of like, oh gosh, putting this off. Yeah, you're putting off the doing of it. I would also say that there could be some element of thinking, you know, like, I don't want to just jump into this and be sloppy. You know, the way that I handle this could definitely be, you know, have a strong effect upon me and the people in my life. So I feel like this is you wanting to, if you're going to do this, to kind of plan it out and do it as masterfully as you can, to minimize pain, to minimize hurt. Yeah, but I definitely, you know, feel as if it almost feels like you're wanting to let this other person be happy for as long as they can, because I think you feel as if this change is inevitable. Oh, I'm going to sneeze, guys. One sec. Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you know that this change is inevitable, and it feels like you just kind of want to let them bask in the sun of their innocence for a while. Maybe if there's a child involved, maybe you're thinking, I want to wait until my child is a little bit older, you know, before this all gets dropped on them. I want my child to maybe, you know, be past the formative years of, you know, be at least past 6 years old, you know, so they know what it's like to have a secure, strong family, you know, so trauma doesn't become, you know, definitive in their identity. It could be that. All right, so universe, I also think that it's possible too that, you know, if there is a child involved and you're thinking of leaving your spouse, that you're thinking, you know, I'm treasuring these days before my child, you know, decides that I'm bad because I left their parent. I left, you know, it's like before I become the bad guy, I want to bask in these days where you know, my child loves me with absolutely open arms, without any bitterness. Universe, what is this Two of Swords? Yeah, so I'd say that this is you. I feel like this is you hesitating for the sake of the people around you, and yet the more you wait, the more petulant you become. I mean, maybe not petulant, but maybe like the more unhappy you become, and it's starting to manifest in disgruntled attitudes, in being impatient with people, in being short with people. You know, it's like you're trying to do the right thing, but the reality of the fact that you're not happy is expressing itself. Universe, what is this Two of Swords. Yeah, exactly. You're not happy. You not having what you want is, I mean, and this Knight's Cup plus this Nine of Cups, both of them in reverse, turns into the Ten of Cups in reverse, which in the end makes everybody unhappy. So it could be that you're learning the lesson that for me to stay here while being unhappy doesn't actually help. It doesn't make it doesn't make everybody else happy, because if I'm not happy, it makes the whole house unhappy. It makes everybody unhappy, because the truth is that I don't want to be here. And that is, causing fights. Yeah, I think that this is you, despite your, it's like the feeling I get is almost that like your desires, your true heart's desires are busting through every concept of decency, of compassion, of good, of right. Our heart's deepest desires have the power to do that. They have the power to burn through everything inside of us that feels that we must do what is right, and we must honor what is expected of us, and we must, do the honorable thing. And I feel as if what's happening is that the way that you truly feel inside is burning through these things, even despite you putting in your best effort. And so it's causing the Tower. It's bringing it about, because in the end you feel this such a strong desire for this other new life. Universe, what is this Nine of Cups? Yeah, this is you, and I feel like this is the truth coming out. I feel like this is maybe you thinking, if I stick around and my family, is able to see, my spouse, my partner, whoever, is able to see that I'm unhappy, maybe it'll dawn on them more slowly that I'm going to be leaving, and they'll come to expect it, and the blow won't be as intense. Maybe that way there won't be as many fights. Okay. Universe, what is this Nine of Cups? Yeah, this is you pulling away from the situation, not nurturing the situation. Universe, what is this Nine of Cups? What is this Nine of Cups? Yeah, I think this is you feeling sad, feeling, sadness in your private moments. But also I'm sensing very much a sense of isolation from you. It feels as if you've reached this place inside of yourself where you feel like you can't confide in those around you. And that's a very lonely place to be, even in the people who are closest to you, that you feel as if you can't confide in those people, and you can't tell them, you can't be truly intimate with them. Universe, what is this Six of Cups? What is this Six of Cups in my person's environment? Yeah, this is a person, oh gosh. This is a person saying, remember the old times? And then I'm feeling a very strong, like, you committed to me. This is us. You can't break that commitment. Like, this is someone trying to come in and kind of like bully you and say, even be toxic and say, you are chained to me. You can't go. I'm sensing someone trying to be toxic in the way that they're trying to keep you there. But I sense also that this is you saying, this is what I want. I want to, and I'm sorry, for the hurt that this is causing you. Universe, what is this Six of Cups? What is this Six of Cups? Yeah. I'd sense that this is you definitely feeling afraid of the transformation that will come. But it's almost like there's a fire inside of you that just, it's like, you feel pulled out of this relationship into a new scenario, into a new life. And it's just drawing you out. Universe, what is this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the hopes and fears? Is there anything else for the Six of Cups? Yeah, I think you definitely love these people. Oh gosh. Yeah, so I had this a minute ago. So This is you feeling like I have to come out of hiding. I have to tell you the truth. I have to tell you what's really going on. Universe, what is this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah, this is you wanting to come into your full potential and to listen to your intuition of what you truly desire, of your heart's true desire. Yeah, and I think that this definitely will cause you to feel unstable. I feel like you're feeling compelled to even be a little bit emotionally manipulative in this scenario, because you just feel like there's so much pressure from all sides that you don't know how to handle, what's being said to you or put on you. But I feel as if you have a strong instinctual sense in this matter, and that you know what you feel is true and right for you. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Virgo or a Scorpio or a Taurus. Universe, is there anything else for this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah. This is you definitely feeling destabilized from your king status, but you feel the need to go through this spiritual change in your life. What I'm sensing is that the process that's going to bring you down from that emotional king status, will take you down to the page status, but that it is a new cycle, it is a new beginning that will bring you up into a richer, fuller state. That it is a turning of the wheel. That the process will involve the wheel turning for a while, but that it will turn back up again. But that for a time you will be at the bottom of the wheel, but that's what's involved in change and big change. And, I do sense that this very well could be fated. This could be a situation that, that the universe is involved, and is wanting you, to do this, that this is your fate. So anyway, so universe, what is this Temperance in the reverse? So I sense that for the time being, you are trying to just keep things going. You're trying to cooperate with this person, but there are three parties in this. So I'm definitely seeing that this is no longer a situation where there's just two people and they're relying on each other. It feels like this is a situation where, okay, the dynamic has changed and we're starting to build this new structure, but under a new dynamic. Or this could be you simply in a place where you're just you are trying to keep things, stable and cooperate with your person for the time being, but that you are very anxious to get out. That there's no longer an interchange, like an even exchange of commitment and emotion. It could also be that maybe you're not prepared at this time to start making payments to this person, like alimony or something like that. Yeah, I'm sensing that this could be you, in the meantime, just trying to offer what you can, just to keep things peaceful. But that the truth is, you're just kind of in a place of, you're not taking action yet. Universe, is there anything else for this Temperance in the reverse? Is there anything else for this Temperance in the reverse? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Whenever I put a card back, it always just comes back to me. Yeah, this is you. This is you coming out of a place of indecision, though. I sense that this is very much you knowing what you want, and that things are on the way to to being structured that way. You know what you want, and you're in the process of getting yourself to it. But I do sense that in the process of doing that, there is some structure that it will be dismantled. So Libra, that's what I have for you. And I hope that this has helped you in some way. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys soon in another reading. Thanks, guys.